Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Sentinel's Bleeding Edge Armor. And this is the RE Edit or Re-Edit Iron Man. And designed by Chemical Attack. Alright, so it's pretty cool. We have a really nice line art here. And it's a box window. So when you open this up, really nice. This is the colored version or painted version of the front. And here we can see a lot of cool accessories. And there's a kind of like a disclaimer here not to detach the head because of the wiring. Yep. Unlike the Armored Iron Man, we have a swappable head. Alright, so we can see a lot of cool stuff here, which we'll take a look in a bit. This is number 1. I think number 2, they're coming out soon enough. And that's, I think, the extremities armor, something of that sort. On the back here, just a picture of the figure. You got that sticker made in factory. And I think this is pretty much it for the box. Now this is very expensive. It just keeps going up, the price of a Sentinel. This will run you about close to 200 bucks, and that's where the line kind of reaches. What do? Do you buy this or you buy the Hot Toys version? Yeah, because Hot Toys is about 300. You're almost there. Might as well, right? Well, anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright, inside, I just want to show the packaging. This is going to be on the back of this one. This is the base. And this one is different from the usual Sentinel base. And I think it's more for Iron Man. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's take a quick glance at the illustrated booklet. There we go. So it tells you the articulation of the neck, and again they're telling you not to pull from the torso or the head or the neck joint, since there's wiring in there. It's actually great. You can never put enough warning because people always neglect reading instructions. Here we go. There's a remove the backbone piece for the on and off switch, as well as there's a screw for the plates on the batteries. And I have to take a look if they already attached that, otherwise might have to buy them, or yeah, hopefully they have it there so we can light it up or have it in stock. Then accessories wise, alright, and how to assemble the base. There we go. I'm not too sure what that is. That's probably connections here. Huh, interesting. That's pretty much it for the booklet. Alright, for the base assembly, we got a couple parts here. We get the kind of like a turntable here. Really cool. This part is detachable, but if you want to attach the base, there we go. And you have a really nice steering rod here. It's a metal rod, and this gives you stability. Here we go. So we're just gonna slide this on. Now you do have ability to turn this, and a little bit here. Now another interesting part on this one is it has kind of like a clip here. This part here is fixed, this top part, but the bottom part, you can let, or basically open it up and grab Iron Man on the waist or the legs, and it just goes here. There we go. So that's one setup you can do. And this one you can turn around, pretty cool. I wonder if you can actually mechanize this. Maybe put some kind of wheel here and a small motor and have it turn. That'd be cool. Or just put some lights there too as well. That's doable. Now we're gonna take this off, the whole thing. And you also have this thing here. Now this is attached like so. So it just stacked. And pardon my fingerprints. I think it just happens on mine. I think it's just my area is cold, and you know, the heat from my fingertips creates that condensation. Because it happened before on my other toy reviews. Alright, so we have this, just kind of like a back. Alright, so I'm just gonna use this for later on. Let's set it aside and let's take a look at Iron Man. Alright, so for the bleeding edge armor in comparison with the armorized Iron Man, it's actually a ½ inch taller. It's about 7.5 inch compared to the 7-inch armorized Iron Man. Yeah, kinda wish they were in scale, but eh. Alright, and this is just amazing. Nicely painted. You got that glossy metallic finish with the red, gold, and somewhat a little bit different shade of gold here. It's almost silver. Then you have the white, kind of like little details around it. Really cool. Now the next question is does it have die-cast parts? Nope. And that's a great thing for me. I actually like it when the figures doesn't have die-cast. Reminds me of the first Sentinel that they made, the Gurren Lagann. Well, that was not the first, but the earlier ones that they made. It just makes the figure a lot more poseable because it doesn't have the die-cast to weigh it down. Now, that's a good and bad thing for some of us, but for me, it's a good thing. And another thing is, painted die-cast has a tendency to peel off easily than the painted on just plastic, since it's already, I'm pretty sure it sticks there. And yeah, anyways, with the articulation, we have enough disclaimer not to detach the head, which there's probably no need to. Alright, so for the head, he can look up, and when you look at that, this part here where the ear is supposedly is fixed, so I think there's a joint right there. Really cool. There's even like a second, I wonder if that lights up later on. Alright, and you can look down as well, not much problem. Look side to side. It is limited because of his color. Then we get the shoulder. When you look at that gold, it collapses. Really cool. Then also you have this flap here to lift it up, allows him to move up his arm, get the bicep swivel, and almost a 180-degree bend. Really nice. And that joint here, which we also see in the knee, it's not too bad. That red plastic there, it's not too bad. Alright, we get a little flap here. And again, it's great. They've put the... Actually, no. It's not. But the great thing about this, it has a hinge. So it doesn't hinder later on when we're putting the other arms. As opposed to the other figures that I've seen where it's a whole rubber flap that tends to just peel off from the base. So this is great that they've fixed that issue or improved that that style. So not too bad. Moving on, we have the waist here. You can move down. See a little bit of the back part there and back. Yep. You don't really see much hollow parts. Then you have the waist. There's also a swivel down there. You have the side flaps. Oh, it actually goes a little higher. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. So this one actually moves up. Wow, that's really cool. One thing I like about Sentinel. There's also the back part here, back of the knee. When you fold it, it kind of collapses. Not much though, but it does, and it pushes back out. I think there was one figure they made that it does not collapse back or push back properly. I don't think he has a butt articulation. It's just one solid piece there. I don't think there's any flaps. Let's see what else we got. We already covered the knee. Again, we get that red plastic joint there, which is not too bad. Now for the ankle joint, it's a little stiff, but you have movement here. You can even turn it on the side for wide stance. It's actually double jointed. You have one on the lower leg and one on the actual foot. That's cool. Kind of wish, I wonder if this actually opens up. I don't think it does. I have to look it up. Maybe it does open up. It feels it does. There's like a hinge there. Let me quickly take a look. Alright, I tried, I kind of don't really want to force through. Not really sure there is an actual flap there. Or it'll be nice if we can open up so we can push this out more, but yeah. Another thing I want to point out that this does, the paint here, I already kind of see marks. So there is a tendency to rub off underneath. Yep. Yeah, overall it looks great. I really like the articulation so far. Alright, and let's try the light out gimmick. It's always great that they provide the batteries. So this one has this pull tab. Here we go. We're gonna detach this back part, pull it from the top. It's actually a little peg on top. It's actually just an on and off button. Interesting. So we're just gonna turn it on. You already see the blue light there. It's already activated. I might have to look inside what kind of batteries there are. Ah, really nice. Yep. So as we can see, we have the core reactor. Really nice. So actually there's lines in there. I'm not sure if you can see that. That's really cool. Now we have the head, the eyes, nice blue. And again, there's that blue on the back, which is really cool. Yeah, nice light up gimmick. Alright, let's turn it off. The thing with light up feature is they're great for a few seconds, then after a while you realize I don't want to keep it on. See, I have to see a figure that the battery is basically on the base, and it will just have magnets. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea for a custom. We'll have magnets on the feet that will basically have the positive and then a negative on the feet. When you put it on, or it's just magnetized somehow, it will just create that circuit, and it will light up the LED on the figure when you just place it on the base. I think that will be the best thing. That way you don't have to worry about the battery replacement on the figure. It's on the base, and you can probably just leave it on, and better yet, have the base be plugged in. That'd be cool. It'll probably cost more. Yeah. Yeah, really great figure so far. I'm really loving this. Alright, so there's a few more things. Let's go over the hands. And actually, before we get there, let me just open up the battery compartment. Let me just show you what battery, for those who are curious. Actually, I'm curious myself. Alright, so unscrew the screw enough that it will start to become loose. Now to take it off, there's a little tab underneath. So you basically kind of grab the screw and just pull it back slowly. Make sure the paint doesn't get in there. And there's a little plastic on the screw. This, I don't know if you see that right there, but this kind of holds the screw in place, so you don't want to lose that plastic. Inside we have two batteries. These are LR41s, LR41 bottom batteries, and it's great. I have an extra set here. I bought them for my other figures. Can't remember what they're for. But it's always good to have buy a pack of 10 of LR41s, 42, 43. There's a bunch of figures that uses that bottom cell batteries. And I'm just gonna put this back on. Alright, so aside from the closed fist, we have the kind of like repulsor blast hands. Likewise, we have a pair of just open palm. Then you also have this one for flight. Well, he could be using any of those hands anyways. That's the standard Ironman hands. And you also have just the standard relax open hand. So there's a lot of open hand. I kind of wish there's one for holding weapon, but they don't have that. Now there's also an extra piece here which kind of just attaches, and this is for his effect part. Now to do this, we're just gonna, let me just get him to, always afraid when loosening a joint. Alright, so pop this out. It's on a half peg ball joint. Not a fan of that. Almost there. This figure almost got it all, but except for that. Now to attach this, it just actually just rests in there on the wrist. Then we're gonna put back this. There we go. So now it's, yeah, it hinders the movement a lot because of that. But this allows you to attach one of the effect parts. You have a pair of this. And if you know Gundam, it's kind of like beam saber effect parts. And there's a little peg down there, so you can only put it one way. And there we go. It looks really cool. Probably look cool with the light on. Let's turn this thing on. There we go. That's amazing. And likewise, you can attach the other one too on the other side. Yeah, pretty cool. Yep. And yeah, I think that's about it for the accessories. Now let's do some flight poses with the base. Or actually no, before we get there, just have him stand here. There we go. It's pretty cool. Alright, we got this pose here with the action base. Now, I already found a major flaw in the stand. Alright, so getting to it, you see his foot is actually helping him lean, because if you take it out, there we go. So this part here, it's kind of on a clasp, but unfortunately there's no way to tighten it. I'm trying to see if there is. No, there's no screw even through the other side. So this one just slides over. And I mean, I guess you can have him like that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided that way. Well, now it's holding. Is it just a specific I wonder if there's a way to, huh, now it's holding. That's weird. Oh, okay, maybe just me, but certain times it does not hold. Oh, that's weird. But the thing is, when you're displaying him, actually I like this grasping things. Actually has kind of like a soft plastic here. So when he's grabbing it, it's not damaging the paint. Yeah, so when you want to display it, you want to be able to hide that peg on the back side. Kind of give you that illusion that it's actually flying. Kind of like this. There we go. Alright, a quick remedy on the base, if it bugs you, like it's bugging me, is add a little bit of electrical tape or just regular tape just around this joint right there to hold it in place, and that should make it a little bit sturdy. I did notice that my stand, I'm not sure if it's on the peg or just the whole construction, it does kind of lean forward. Even though it doesn't have die-cast part, it's still heavy for the base. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just how the turntable is. So you might want to incline that a little bit more. But otherwise, that's about it for the review. Hope you guys like it. I would highly recommend getting the Sentinel bleeding edge armor. It is expensive, so if you have the budget for it, go for it. But who knows? It might the price might go down. Hopefully for others to get it. But I think it's just, you know, in terms of licensing, the LED effect, that's probably what's keeping the price up. But on the other hand, it does not have die-cast parts, which for me, I really appreciate that it didn't contain it, because it makes the whole figure a lot more poseable. with it, it's gonna be like a brick. Holding in a certain pose is probably not gonna be possible. It's even having it on a, what do you call this, flight pose. Certain ones, just having the die-cast parts, I mean, they really need to restructure how they make the base, because even with this one, like I said, it's slowly tipping over. Yeah. So probably that's one of the reasons why they didn't really add die-cast parts. But yeah, I'm really happy that they didn't. Anyways, that's about it for the review. And if you have any questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.